Thank you, band. A wonderful job. It is my pleasure to remind everyone that the Hayesville Marching Band will be performing tonight at halftime.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
We are live. All right, folks. Yes, it's that time. We're out here Friday night under the lights, and we're in Andrews, North Carolina. Just beautiful. I tell you what, it cooled down. I'm here with I'm BKP for Team FYN Sports. I'm here with my co-host tonight. Actually, he's going to pull this through. I'm counting on you, Caleb.
I hope I don't let you down.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
But I tell you what, we're here tonight, Team FYN Sports, and we are getting ready to I know we're going to watch a real good game. These are two good teams. Both of these teams, Caleb, went to the playoffs last year.
Right.
And both of these teams are bringing back most of the team.
That always is a good thing. When you can bring back most of the team, you keep your continuity, try to build on the new year.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're excited here. Team FYN Sports, FYNTV.com. We've got Michael Malden over here on the camera making it happen and getting our shots tonight. Caleb English is here with me, BKP, and we can't wait. Now we want to let you know we are also broadcasting while we're getting started here. We're broadcasting on FYNTV.com. Team FYN Sports is broadcasting the Hayesville game tonight. And Jake West, the director of Team FYN Sports, is down in he's down in Murphy. He's down in Murphy tonight, and with Murphy playing Raven, and he will be bringing some live reports on the Facebook page. So we got a lot happening. You go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Okay, we're about ready for the anthem here, national anthem. We're going to listen in just a minute. But follow Team FYN Sports Facebook page. And everything will be going on there as far as updates, scores. We'll have scores from Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina. I tell you what, we do a lot of football, don't we?
Yeah, we do, but there's nothing wrong with that.
I was getting ready to say, we know how to have fun on Friday night, do we not?
Oh, yeah.
And now, Caleb, it's sweatshirt weather.
Yeah, it's getting close to it, yeah.
Yeah, when I was setting up, it wasn't quite there. No. So I got a little sweat going. Hey, by the way, up there in Mitchell County, if we got any family or friends, howdy, how are you? Yes, I know a couple people up there in Mitchell County, so I got to say hello, shout out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the Pride of the Valley Marching Band, led by Jocelyn Parker Booth, plays our national anthem.
Serving as captains for tonight's contest, first for the visitors from Lookout Valley, wearing number 22 is Nathan Burnett. Wearing number 32, Marion Taft. Number 65 is the sophomore Hunter Holland. And their final captain is Aiden Hood, wearing number 66. The captains for the Yellow Jackets from Hayesville, wearing number 1, Roger Brown. Number 6, Logan Caldwell. Wearing number 7 tonight, Kyle Lunsford. And wearing number 20, Taylor McClure. After the coin flip, it looks like Hayesville Yellow Jackets will be kicking off to the Lookout Valley Yellow Jackets in tonight's contest.
Concludes.
Comes the Yellow Jackets. Onside kick is recovered on about the 46-yard line of Lookout Valley.
Victory, let's take it. Rolling, shake it. Victory, let's take it. Come on, roll it, shake it. Victory, let's take it. Roll it, shake it. Victory, let's take it.
Lookout Valley running back is tripped up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. The Yellow Jacket defense will now have 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get it.
For the Jacket team, song and scream.
Wrap up.
Jacket team,
Yellow Jackets' interior defensive line stuffs the running back for no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. The ball still resting on the 46-yard line of Lookout Valley.
Let's go out here. Everybody play. Somebody make a play. Yeah.
Jake McTaggart, number 44, on a quarterback sack. Lookout Valley loses about 20 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down. And the ball is going to be rested on their own 31-yard line.
Grab it. Covered up. All right.
Lookout Valley's punt is recovered by the Yellow Jackets. And the Jackets from Hayesville will be setting up 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line. Quarterback Logan Caldwell gets his pass off to Taylor McClure, who carries the ball into the Yellow Jackets territory. Ball resting on the 26-yard line of Lookout Valley. And will be 1st and 10.
You scream for the Yellow Jackets! Yellow Jackets! Let's go,
Flag on the play.
Mom, after I got off the phone with you, I went to sleep. And I woke up and just got home.
Offense, oh! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense, oh! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense, oh! Double F-E-N-S-E! Offense!
Go, Jake.
That was a good hard run there, Caleb.
Will connects with McTaggart. Pass is complete for a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets. The ball is being placed on Lookout Valley's 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Jackets.
We have an
And it looks like they got a little anxious there.
Flag on play.
Yeah, it looked like it. You know, Asher split out there wide with single man coverage. I might look for Hayesville to go deep to him.
We have an offsides on Lookout Valley. 5-yard penalty. Going to move the ball up to the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Absolutely.
First and 5.
Logan Caldwell, empty backfield. Kyle Lunsford motions behind him. And you're right, Brad. He's thrown it deep to Asher Brown.
There you go.
He's going to try and fight for it. He's all the way inside the 4-yard line. That's a 37-yard gain for the Yellow Jackets. Great ball and great job adjusting to it as Asher Brown makes the big play for Hayesville.
Yeah, I think, you know, Evan Ferguson had pretty good coverage on there. He did save the touchdown there, was able to bring him down right before he got in, but that was a good play on offense.
And that was simply a position where Caldwell threw it back shoulder, and I don't think the defensive back from Lookout Valley ever really saw where the ball was at, and it was just a matter of Asher Brown tracking it down, which he did. So we're going to have first and goal Yellow Jackets. I'm liking this interesting set here where we have Taylor McClure and Kyle Lunsford kind of do double H-back, and they're pretty much motioning before every snap.
Yeah, they're really spreading out the field.
Fake, and it's a pitch. So Lunsford, you know back on no, as it's a Hayesville touchdown. Was that a full defense? I think it's call that a pass or a run. What the stat position has on that, but hey, I know one thing. It's a Hayesville Yellow Jacket touchdown.
That it is. That it is. Great execution, I think. You know, I think he made the right read there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he faked me out so much. I thought Taylor McClure had the ball, and all of a sudden I see Caldwell pitch it out, and touchdown. So it's going to be 6-0 Hayesville. Bring on Isaac Chandler for the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. It's going to bring it to 7-0. Hayesville Yellow Jackets.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tallman, Brad Martin, back with you here for Hayesville Yellow Jacket Football live on FYNTV.com.
Squib kick down the middle.
And he's wrapped up around the 32-yard line.
Kickoff returned by
I tell you, Caleb, they do have some big linemen.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, our Hayesville Yellow Jacket defense penetrated well. So, you know, sometimes even when you got a much bigger lineman, low man wins.
Absolutely. It's all a game. It's a game of leverage for sure.
Number 12, Jackson Marsh in the I formation. Ooh, and it's a fumble as there's a miscommunication, but their running back, number 30, Jackson Quayles, was able to jump on it. You saw that the quarterback, that's the quarterback's worst nightmare when he opens one way and his running back's the other way, regardless of whose fault it is.
That's a scary feeling because, you know, you're trying to make the best. You've got a plan of what's supposed to happen, and bam, your guy's not there. That's tough to deal with.
Going to be 2nd and 23 from their own 25-yard line. Hand off to the running back. Still got nowhere to run as Dawson Devane and a host of Yellow Jackets are in on the tackle.
Yeah, there's nowhere to run. They closed that hole in a hurry.
Good to see this Hayesville defense, as we talked about in our pregame show, Brack, step up and play well up to this point. But, you know, 4th and 3rd and long, that's exactly what kind of position defensive coordinator Jonathan Hensley wants to put Lookout Valley in.
Yeah, I mean, you get a fumbled pitch to start the drive off. That's hard to recover from, and Hazel's done a pretty good job of capitalizing on it. We'll see if they can hold them here.
Yeah, and you got to execute on what the other team messes up. You can't give it right back to them, and so far we've seen that. 3rd and long, going to roll out the pass. Got a guy, and Caldwell picks it off. It went off the fingertips of number 34, Jacob Winchester's. The ball was a little high, and Caldwell gets underneath it, redeems himself for that little bit of a muff pump earlier. That one was right out in front of him, and he snagged it as an interception. That's Logan Caldwell's 2nd interception on the year for Hayesville.
Yeah, you got the QB showing he has hands too.
I always remember, if you folks that have watched some Robbinsville football, oftentimes you'll see D. Walsh go deep after they get a turnover, and might we see the Yellow Jackets do the same here, Brack? I'd love to see it.
You know, it worked off very well for them last time, so we'll see if they put one-on-one coverage on someone like Asher that's got some speed. May open up pretty quick for him.
And we have, I think, a referee timeout here. They're going to have a clock adjustment. Yeah, that's what it is. The clock was running. It wasn't supposed to be. We won't make fun of our clock operators too much yet, Brack. We'll give them another chance before we call them out by name.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Whenever you just tell me when.
You can go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page for the post-game show, live post-game show with the director of Team FYN Sports, Jake West. Team FYN Sports is also broadcasting live tonight the Hayesville football game.
So Mitchell's in a single wide to the left, bunch in the backfield. Like they try to
loss of yards there, Caleb.
Yep. That was number 22, Carter Hoyle.
He's brought down by number 20, Andrew Tatum.
Andrew's just sitting in the driver's seat right now. They're where you want. You know, make them go on offense in the first half. 3 and out, score. Now you've got control. Looks like we have an injured Mountaineer on the field.
6:33 here to play in this first quarter. 2nd down and 9. It doesn't look like a loss of yards. Looks like it gained 1. Ball's on their own 42-yard line. We'll take a brief break while we have an injury timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we're back. And what number was that, Caleb?
That was number 60, Jorge Barajas for Mitchell, that they had to help off the field. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
All right, folks, 6:31 to play. Ball on the 42-yard line. Mitchell has on their own 42.
Grab a pass.
2nd and 9.
Screen pass to 21.
Nice little gain.
complete.
That was
Number 21, Dalton Holifield. He's brought down by number 53, Drew
Looks like he picked up about 3 yards.
That was Drew Martin on the stop. Says he's the defensive team leader, and he was last year's Team FYN Sports Defensive Player of the Year, as well as this year's preseason Defensive Player of the Year. So probably going to see a lot of work from him on the defensive side.
3rd and 5, folks, and Mitchell is wanting to cross over that 50-yard line and get into Wildcat territory, and we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Their second offensive possession here in the first quarter.
Wins to the right, fake the handoff, keep it for him.
And he's going to. He is going to.
Yeah, he's got it.
And Ty Tuberfield, sorry about that. Turbyfield. Say that 3 times fast. I apologize to Mom and Dad. You always got to say, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. And maybe even throw in a grandma.
Right.
Sorry. But, yes, they cross midfield, Mitchell. You know, their first time it was 3 and out, so they got to feel good about this. They are moving the football, 5:27, 1st and 10, and they are in Wildcat territory.
Got splits to both sides. It's going to be a pass. Just a bit high and outside. Oh, no. Got a flag.
You know what? He went up, and is that – what number is it? Is that 4?
Four or 5 over there.
He went up and grabbed that shoulder pad. He did. He went around, and he got that shoulder pad too early, and I was not surprised to see that flag coming out.
Nope, because if he did –
interference against the Wildcats.
He was there just a second too early, and that did not shock me. 5-4
yards, I think.
Yeah. If you're Hayesville here, you got to be ready. You know there's going to be something up the middle probably, and you got to be ready to penetrate if you're that linebacker core.
Yeah, we'll see if they dial up some blitzes.
Third and 1. Marsha under center. We do blitz, and we wrap up Winchester in the backfield. He's pushing. I mean, he was hit a yard deep, and he pushed his way up. I don't think he's going to get first down yardage. We'll see what the referee marks it.
Yeah,
they needed the 32, and they're marking it down, I believe, at the 31. Interesting choice here. 4th and 1 from your own territory, Brack. Do you go for it?
Yeah, that's a tough decision, but, I mean, how hard 34 is running the ball, I mean, you may want to gamble, just keep yourself in this ball game here.
It does look like they're going for it. I've not seen the punt unit come out for Lookout Valley. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hayesville leads 7-0 over Lookout Valley. 4th and 1. It's a pitch, and he's wrapped up. He's not going to get there, Brack. I'll tell you what, he didn't finish the tackle, but he's the one that slowed him up. Brian Davenport made a great play on the football there. He read that pitch from the snap, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Hayesville takes over at their own 24-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, Brian Davenport's a young athlete who's really made some strides since last year as well, and I think he's got a little confidence on the defensive side of the ball, and he's not scared to hit. Hayesville's going to take over. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Up 7-0.
1st and 10. Pre-snap motion. It's going to be a pop pass to Davenport, and number 11 for Lookout Valley, Rylan Collins, gets off a block there and gets Davenport wrapped up in the backfield. But it's only going to be about a 1 or 2 yard loss.
Absolutely nowhere for 25 to go.
I wonder if that'll be the last play of the quarter or not here. We got 23 seconds left.
Yeah, I believe so. It looks like the coaches are just going to.
Yeah, Chad McClure's not motioning anything here. So we're going to go to the quarter break, Brack. It is 7-0 Hayesville over Lookout Valley. With the quarter break, we're going to take a quick break as well. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. This is a Team FYN Sports production. You're watching live on FYNTV.com.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you. Caldwell takes the pass. It's out to Taylor McClure. He's got a little bit of room, and he's wrapped up. I think if he doesn't get wrapped up there, Brack, he may have been gone.
Yeah, one block's all he was missing to get outside. I'm with you. He was going to the house on that one.
Start of the second quarter here. It is 7-0 Hayesville. 11:40 left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 3. Caldwell takes a snap, hands it off to Lunsford, who is wrapped up. He only gets about a yard there, and we got a flag. I'll be curious to see what it is, because that flag came in really late, Brack. I mean, the play was about over.
It could be a face mask, maybe. I'm not real sure.
We can hope.
Hayesville definitely would take it. That looks like it's going to be against the Hayesville Yellow Jackets.
Yep, so we're going to have, I think, 2nd down, and it's going to make it 2nd and, let's see, 12 or 13. I believe it is a repeat of 2nd down.
Penalty assessed. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 yards for a Yellow Jacket.
Excuse me, I believe it's going to be 3rd down, I guess. Let's see what young Caldwell has here on the 3rd down pass attempt. Caldwell takes a snap, rolls out left. He's got McTaggart. McTaggart jumps up, makes a big catch. He's not quite to the end zone, Brack, but he's out about the 2 or 3 yard line. What a huge 3rd down play there. Great ball by Caldwell. He threw it to only where McTaggart can catch it this time. If you go high enough, McTaggart's the only one that can go out there and get it.
And 26, Gage Young. I like that Weaver just took one cut and went.
Yes.
You never want to see them dance around in the backfield. Because when that happens, they're just dead in the water.
And also, he's patient for his block, and he finds his hole.
Hand off to Martin. Another good run. We got about 4 yards there. If you can average about 4 or 5 yards a carry, you can do a lot as far as going to win the game.
Wildcats on the 49, 2nd and 7, 3:03 to play here in the first quarter. And they're looking for the 2nd time tonight. This is their 2nd possession in the first quarter, and they're looking across midfield and getting in the Mountaineer territory right here.
Inside handoff to Weaver. Mitchell sniffed that one out, though. Looks like he could gained about 2 yards on that one.
Number 34, Joe Conley. Number 65, Xander Gardner.
65 was doing some driving. He was
Big 3rd down, Wildcat.
That was definitely one of those fool me once situations.
Exactly. So 3rd and 6. We are at midfield here.
Do you think we see the first pass by Andrews tonight? They tend not to throw it very much.
You know, you might, because they may have. There you go.
Oh, excellent catch. That's Weaver again.
I tell you, that slant was set up nice, was it not? And
Bateman with some zip on that pass too. He got it right in there.
Well, you know, you run so many plays and you try to tighten that defense up, and then once they're tightened up, you know, so you try to get that defense bunched up in the middle on those run plays, and you can take advantage of that pass right there.
When you look at Bateman's stats, he doesn't have a lot of passing stats, but then on the other hand, he doesn't tend to need them because they can run so well. We're doing here again with Martin to the left. He loves that left side. Wow. That kid is a tank.
He's brought down by number 7, Ethan Willis.
Andrews threatening again in the red zone here. Right on the outside of it. You know you're doing good work on offense whenever you see hands on hips on defense.
Yeah.
Let's see if Mitchell can come up with a game plan to make a stop here. Inside handoff to Weaver. Very close to the first.
Ball down by number 3, Gabe Brand, number 4, Chase Duncan, number 7, Ethan Willis.
You got it.
So he gets a first down, folks. We're just under a minute, 58 seconds here in this first quarter. Wildcats get a first down, 1st and 10 on the Mitchell Mountaineer 12-yard line. And the clock is running.
Looks like Andrews wants to get another touchdown here before the end of the first quarter. Double motion left. Another handoff to Martin. Inching closer to the end zone. Love to see some real-time stats on Martin. He's got to be close to about 5 or 6 yards a carry. Weaver even more so.
They've been real successful at pushing that front line, that defensive line, and that'll do it, folks, for the first quarter of play. And we've got the Mitchell Mountaineers 7 and the Andrews Wildcats 6. But the Wildcats will be knocking on the door when we come back in this second quarter. We're going to take a brief timeout, and we'll be right back, folks. Second quarter of play.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we're back.
Looks like Weaver's going to be down at the 1.5. Very close.
All right, folks, second quarter here, and the Wildcats are knocking on the door here, but Mitchell Mountaineers 7-6 over the Wildcats, 2nd down and 5, and they're on the 8-yard line, knocking on the door. I'm your host, BKP, and I'm working tonight with Caleb English. I enjoy working with you, Caleb. I really like the way you're keeping up with everything, and I know the fans are out there.
I hope so.
They can't rely on me.
Looks like Andrews is going to punch it in here. Power formation. Yep. Martin.
And that's it. So in just over 30 seconds in this second quarter, Andrews takes the lead And we'll see what they decide to do here. Now, I think here you go for 2. I think you go for 2 here. Because,
I believe they will.
Well, you know, Mike.
Kind of have to at this point, like you said.
You don't want to leave that one hanging.
No. It's going to be a pitch to Weaver. Oh.
We got a flag. Did you see?
That might be a hold. I couldn't tell if it's a hold or if somebody jumped early for the defense. Having a meeting of the minds to vet that out right now. I didn't see anything, but I always miss a lot of holding calls. They say there's holding on every play. It's just the ones that get called or the ones that got caught.
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that. You know, I've always heard every single play you can find a holding call.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it is going to be a hold because they backed Andrews up.
Okay, they've sorted it out, but let's see if that changes the coach's decision here on what the game plan is. Looking to the sideline for the call.
Looks like they're still going to go. We might see a passing formation now, though. Bateman's checking his wrist sheet there. Looks like Mitchell wants an explanation on what happened here. Wouldn't mind one myself. Not really clear. We didn't really get a call.
Well, I'll tell you what, we might find out from the booth up here because they do a great job.
Yeah, they do.
These guys over here in Andrews, they do a great job keeping the fans informed of what's happening here and what's going on. So,
must have been some kind of dead ball foul or something. They didn't move it. They didn't move it back.
And you know, I'm excited to see the fan base here.
Yeah.
I mean, I really am. These people are out Friday night in Andrews, North Carolina. Great crowd in these stands.
Andrews always has a pretty good turnout.
It is. And, hey, I see the purple across all the way over there. The Mitchell fans, they drove down tonight to support their team. And what are we looking at, about a 3-hour drive?
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah. I said, we're 2:45. I'm going to put 2:45. They drove down tonight to support their team.
You love to see it.
All right, folks, Team FYN Sports always highlighting and promoting these young athletes in a positive way. We really enjoy on Friday nights being here. We're also in Hayesville, North Carolina tonight on FYNTV.com. We have 2 games live here in Western North Carolina. And please get in touch with us. Don't hesitate, get in touch with us. 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700, or put a message on our Facebook page and tell Jake West, the director of Team FYN Sports, that you want us to come to your town and do some of your games, and let's see what we can't do. Caleb says he's ready for a road trip. He likes Friday night. I just volunteered him. We're on. Caleb, guess what we're doing next week?
I'll have to check with my travel agency first and see. It's probably going to be a no, but I appreciate the invite. While we've got a break, I did have a message earlier. The mother of number 3 and number 20 for Andrews, Everett and Andy Tatham, wanted them to know that their mother loves them very, very much.
You really did that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. But they're like, come on, Mom.
Their mom's the principal of the elementary school, so I kind of had to.
We love it. Hey, fans, send in a message. We will shout it out on the air. So send us a message. We love that. Okay, do we have this sorted out, Caleb?
It looks like it is going to be some kind of hold on Andrews. Coach Phillips wanted an explanation too, and they did finally back him up. I don't know what the official call was, though, because it looks like they backed him up about 15 yards.
Yeah, they moved it a zip code, so it's on the 16-yard line now. Yeah. So,
got 3 receivers set. Looks like it's definitely going to be a pass this time.
They're going for 2 to try to even that board up.
Going deep
to the corner.
Oh! As the great Bob Euchre used to say, just a bit outside.
We got.
Uh-oh.
We got Laundry in the corner. I mean, he's painting the corner over there with a yellow flag. So let's see what we got now.
This is going to be a hard-fought extra point, regardless of the amount. Looks like they're going to try to call pass interference on Mitchell, but Mitchell's trying to make the case that it was uncatchable.
I thought the 2 of them were going for it in the corner, and I couldn't see from here. So at home, folks, if you can see it, or maybe some of the fans, can see it a little better. But
looks like Mitchell wins the appeal because it did land out of bounds.
All right, so Mitchell looks like after about 6-7 minutes, if not, trying to sort out an offsides, and Andrews comes up short. So we have a 12-7 game as they attempted a 2-point conversion, and they're going to now kick to Mitchell. Everybody's assembled somewhere. They're over here talking, they're over there talking, and they're over there talking, trying to sort out what just happened for the last 6 or 7 minutes,
Looks like a couple penalties, lots of miscommunication, and you never know. Maybe the refs needed a breather too, because the way that Andrews and Mitchell have been playing on offense, it seems like they may have been having trouble keeping up.
Folks, it's a beautiful Saturday night here in Andrews, North Carolina, and just nowhere else. I don't know. I just can't think anywhere else I'd rather be than right here. Friday Night Lights on the sideline with an opportunity to bring this game to you guys out there, Team FYN Sports. So
looks like we have a
penalty,
personal foul on Mitchell.
Right. That they've assessed on the kick.
Unsportsmanlike, more than likely. So they're bringing Andrews up about 15 yards or so.
So, folks, it looks like we have a unsportsmanlike on Mitchell, which was assessed here on the kickoff. So Andrews will kick from the Mitchell 45, and that'll pin them way back to start here. But 12-7, Andrews up, 11:29 here to play in the second quarter.
Given the average depth of kick on the kickoffs from Andrews, you're right. This could pin Mitchell very deep in their own territory.
Well, 21 is back about the 5.
Be Hollifield back there. The way the Mitchells lined up, it almost looked like they're expecting another pooch or an onside even. Mitchell's coach is still politely making his case, we'll say.
Well, in the court, you get to appeal. So he got a decision, and he went for the appeal. So here we go.
Sometimes the answer is no. The short kick. Hollifield takes it to 10. Zigs and zags, gets to the 20.
All right, so for the third time tonight, Mitchell's offense will take the field, and they are going to start, looks like, at their own 20. So we're going to get back to some football now, a couple plays, moving here. So 11:23 in the second quarter, ball 1st and 10 on their own 20.
Mitchell's come out in twins right formation with a wing left. Hand off to number 4. I don't think he got anywhere on that one. Chase Duncan, yeah. They might give him a yard. Andrews is playing some good defense.
Well, it looks like they I don't know, just saying here, they might see if they can stack Andrews up in the middle here for a little bit, because Mitchell can quickly spread out the field.
Yeah.
And make a play happen.
Looks like they're trying to, because number 7's out way wide. Andrews looks to be in man coverage.
And they go to their playmaker here.
Yep.
He's got a little room up the left side. I don't know if it's about a 5-yard. Is he about to 25, Caleb?
Looks it, yeah. Excellent stop by number 55 for Andrews. He did a good job of sniffing that one out. So 3rd and manageable for Mitchell now. with a quarterback like Turbyfield, Andrews has to kind of be playing both schools of thought, watching the run and the pass. Got a wide receiver to the right. Pitch to 26. Excellent defense by Andrews.
And you know what? Who made that tackle there for Andrews? What I love is watching that he stayed home.
Yep.
He did not get sucked in. He stayed home.
Looked like that was number 45 for Andrews. I don't have a name on my sheet.
I like a good. I
don't have that one. Mitchell's going to go for it on 4th and 4. 2 receivers
on their own
each side.
They're on their own 26-yard line, and you can hear the Andrews Wildcat fans.
Yeah.
And Mitchell's going to take a timeout and talk this one over. They wanted to look at the formation on that defense, take a look at it. But that play right before that, Caleb, I really enjoy these young guys. They're in high school, and when I see them not get sucked in and shadow out with a play and stay with it and do what they did right there, I just enjoy that. That's good football.
The linebacker did a great job of staying in his zone and letting the play come to him, and he made an awesome tackle.
That's coachable kids, and they're well coached when you see that.
There might have been 85 on that tackle on that 3rd down. Cole Anderson. Hard to see the numbers.
All right, the Mountaineers took a look at that defense, went over to the sideline, had a talk about it, so we've got 4th and 4 on the 26.
They thought better of it. It's going to be a short punt. It's not even going to roll into Andrews' territory. Oh, it did. Just barely.
All right, folks, Andrews is going to take over after a punt. We're going to take a brief break, just about 30 seconds. We'll be right back after these messages. We're live, and we're back, folks.
That punt set Andrews up for great field position. Weaver's got to run to the right. He almost broke loose for a huge gain. Very close to the first. You see on a play like that why they say that Weaver's one of the best, if not the best, running back in the conference.
Folks, we're looking at 8:52 here to play in this first half. 2nd and 1.
Andrews hasn't had too many 2nd and longs tonight with that running game.
They're on the Mountaineers 43, up 12-7.
Got twins to the right. Kind of expected to be a run with Martin, though. Yep, to the left, his favorite side. Driving. He has enough for the first down. Looks like number 4 and number 7, among others, for Mitchell on that stop.
So he gives an entire bunch, the whole team a ride.
Right. When you have 2 running backs with different styles,
I
kind
tell
of
you
like that
what.
thunder and lightning style, hard to game plan for that.
He gave 4 or 5 of those Mountaineers a ride for a yard, and he was digging. He was moving north and south, but we are going to get a measurement out of it.
It looked like he got it by a good amount to me. Of course,
He kept the feet moving, and that's yes.
Yeah. He got it by about almost a full yard.
The Mountaineers did a great.
Jet sweep handoff. Big ol' hit there. That's number 8 for Hayesville, Dawson Coker.
Yeah, he came up and laid a lick on that.
Like we said, these Hayesville Yellow Jackets might be small, it might be few in number, but we're not afraid to lay a little bit of lumber.
No, that's how you tackle.
Second down.
You know, he's playing cornerback. You don't usually see that out of a cornerback. You don't expect it, but he was able to make that tackle, and it was impressive. We got Jackson Quails back to take the snap. He's going to pull it and keep it himself, lowers his shoulder. But Hayesville's going to wrap him up for about a gain of 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And looks like 5 yards.
Moves the ball up to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up
3rd and
5
5.
and about 5 for Lookout Valley first down.
We're going to have a timeout here by Lookout Valley. So we're going to take the timeout with them, Brad. Caleb Thompson from Brack Martin, Team F1 Sports, live on F1TV.com. Caleb Tallman, Bragg Martin back with you live on F1TV.com. We got a 3rd and 5 for Lookout Valley. Hayesville blitz and Winchester is wrapped up. I tell you what, Taylor McClure sent that blitz up the middle, and he tripped up Winchester by his ankle.
Jackets of Hayesville stuffs the.
And I'll tell you what, you say that Winchester falls 2 yards forwards every time because McClure got him a yard deep in the backfield, and he still gained a yard. But that's going to be 4th down. I think we're going to see Lookout Valley go for it because when you're down 29-0, what else is there to do?
Yeah, you know, and I almost expect even a run here again. That's what's, when they do get positive yards, it's typically a run if they can just limit the mistakes, not get any penalties.
You never know, you can see another jump pass.
It's possible. Anything's possible at this point.
Winchester and Quails back. Well, no, he's going to pass. And he's got, and it went off the hands of Isaac Chandler. Great concentration there by Evan Ferguson, who makes the catch. Chandler almost intercepted that, Brad.
It went right through his hands. It looked like he had it for a second, but it slipped through, and fortunately for the Lookout Valley, they were able to come up with the ball.
That's the biggest play of the night for Lookout Valley.
It's going to be 1st and 10.
I stand corrected. Looks like they're gonna pass.
You know, it's the old announcers jinx. If we say jump, they say squat. If we say run, they say walk. You know how
That's right.
Team F1 Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Really excited to be out here at Hayesville tonight after last week we were canceled. Hayesville leads 29-0, minute 45 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Quails finds his man, Evan Ferguson, good ball. And after making a great catch on 4th down, Ferguson drops when he should have had there, Brack.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, when you're that wide open, you get to think, gets in your head.
Yeah, you have time to think about it.
Yeah, when you've got it bouncing off defenders, then it's no big deal.
Yeah, you start to run before the ball is actually in your hands.
Yeah, it was a little low thrown, but definitely a catchable ball.
And I think one of the things we missed, Brack, I think they're starting to throw a little bit more because look how much time we left gotten on the clock. 1 timeout left for Lookout Valley, minute 38 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. They're trying to get a score before halftime, maybe give them some type of momentum. Quails takes the snap. He rolls out left, looking to throw. And we almost had another interception. That went off the hands of Winchester. And number 9, Seth Lee, almost had it. It would have been a great catch to have that interception, but he did get 1 mid on it.
Yeah, ball was thrown a little behind Winchester, and he's able to get a hand, and Seth Lee just about came up with that, Caleb.
I tell you what, Quails, it's not your traditional drop back.
Pick up a 1 on the play. He's brought down by number 32, Enrique Hirako.
Looks like we're going to have one of the rare 3rd and longs that Andrews has had tonight. Always good to keep those to a minimum.
Well, right now we're only looking at one pass. We have the one incomplete for the 2-point conversion.
Right.
But he completed that slant there earlier.
That one was a bullet.
Right.
Weaver moves up to the wing. It's going to be a handoff to number 20 for Andrews. Huge gain. That is Andy Tatham, the 6'3 junior. That was a great run by him.
All right, so the Wildcats find themselves just 6 yards away from the end zone. Once again, first down, 5:36 to play here in this first half, and they're up 12-7 over the Mountaineers.
They've now made it a 1st and 5. Tatham in motion. Be an inside handoff to Weaver. Down at the 1, they say.
Bring up 2nd down.
Number 2.
Now, if I were a betting man, I would bet that they get it on this next try.
Well, you go for the easy ones.
Well, yeah, I've lost too many hard ones.
I went playmaker earlier. I took the big chance. 2nd down right on the 1 yard line there, folks. Right on the goal line. 4:40 to play here in this first half.
Looks like they're going to stick with their goal line pro set. And Bateman keeps it himself. Touchdown, Andrews.
And Andrews will get on the board for the 3rd time. But is the 3rd time a charm, Caleb, on the extra point attempt or 2-point?
I'd hate to jinx them because it seems like it's been their Achilles heel tonight. Looks like they're definitely going to go for 2.
Why not?
Yeah. 2 receivers to the right. Martin in the backfield. Inside handoff to Martin. He's got it. You were right. 3rd time was a charm there.
There you go. 3rd time a charm. So we are looking at 20-7. Wildcats up 20-7. 4:31 to play in this first half, folks. They finally got the 2-point conversion. And when we come back after these brief messages, Mitchell will have the football.
Morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling.
All right, folks, we are back. We've got 4:31 to play here in this first half in Andrews, North Carolina, as the Wildcats are preparing to kick for the 3rd time tonight to the Mitchell Mountaineers.
Good kick that time. Recovered by number 4, Duncan, for Mitchell. Uh-oh.
I tell you what, he gets the wheels turning there. He finds some room, and they're going to have some time on the clock. They are playmakers. They like to make the big play. And
Valley DB can catch him.
Yeah, he's a little undersized going against Big Lunsford, and, you know, may have been some words said. We're a little far up to hear that, though.
Yeah, but, you know, if you're Lunsford, you're just reacting to the way you got tackled there. If you've ever been horse collar tackled, folks, it does not feel great.
No, not at all.
But Hayesville is at about the 1 or 2 yard line, but we'll see what the call is going to be here. tell you what, they've not even had to use their 3 timeouts to practice. This is great practice for the 2-minute offense, and they're executing it beautifully.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see what Caldwell's halftime stat line is.
It's going to be pretty impressive. He's thrown a few deep balls that have had great success. And if that's not impressive enough, we'll just look at his defensive stat line.
Yeah, 2 picks and one of them all the way back for a touchdown. Folks, we go to halftime. We're going to take a quick
And
break.
looks like they're going to wave the flag off, Caleb.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Okay, the penalty.
Not sure they.
Definitely a horse collar tackle. I guess they're going to go with offset. It doesn't matter. Half the distance from the 1-yard line is still the 1 yard. Caldwell takes a snap. It's a pop pass to McClure, who's wrapped up in the back. I think Hayes is going to have to use one of their timeouts right here.
Yeah, look at Valley read that perfectly and had it covered. Shut it down quickly.
The inside reverse is snuffed
So with that quick
out by
timeout,
the
we're going
Lookout
to take a
Valley
quick
defense.
timeout, and we'll be back with you for the end of the second quarter.
Timeout is called by the Yellow Jackets.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brad Martin back with you. Hayesville's got it. 2nd and goal. 20 seconds left. Might it be a time for a fade route to McTaggart? But look, they're already double covering him at the line. No, it's going to be another handoff. That's a face mask. I don't think they call it. Yeah,
Yep.
did. There it comes in.
We have a penalty on the play.
Judge.
Yeah, that was Taylor McClure who's brought down hard. That looks like it's going to leave about 13 seconds left in the second quarter for Hayesville. And you're right, Caleb, it was a face mask call. So that gives them, what, half the distance to the goal line?
I believe so, yes.
Hand off to Lunsford, runs over a defender, and that's going to be a Hayesville touchdown.
Southern Lunsford powers into the end zone for the Hayesville
Another
Yellow
score for
Jackets.
Hayesville going into the half. 6 seconds left.
For 6 more
I'm
points.
guessing that'll be the last offensive plays we see. I'm guessing Lookout Valley's not going to have much for a Hail Mary style, but we'll see what Isaac Chandler has here on this extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good.
Chandler's kick
Hayesville
is good.
now leads 36-0. 6.5 seconds left here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break, folks. Caleb Tall and Bragg Martin back with you. 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Chandler kicks off deep. And a great tackle there by Maverick Hansen, I believe that is. Maverick Himley, excuse me.
Chandler with the
Yeah,
kickoff.
he flew right up. Brought him down, no problem.
Ball's going to be returned. Be placed
No talking to
at
Chad McClure. I believe this is Maverick's first year playing football, and they're really happy with how he's progressed. He started
34-yard line,
which is big for
Lookout
young man,
Valley.
just a sophomore.
It'll be first and
those
10.
type of kids Hazel needs in this program, starting to develop and starting to grow, and that was a shining moment for him there, as you saw him flash a little bit. That's what happens with these young athletes. You see them flash, and a year or two down the road, they end up being a big-time player for a team.
Yeah, definitely. He's already got the size. If he can just fill in his frame a little bit more, he's going to be a tough body to handle.
I believe this will be the last play of the first half, Bragg. It's just going to be a simple handoff. Seth Leak, Wayne Odell, and a bunch of other Yellow
That was
Jackets
the last
down for the
play of
tackle.
the first half of tonight's
That's going to bring us to halftime, Bragg. We're going to take a commercial
So
break,
after
and then we're
what
going to be
the
back
game
at the halftime show. We'll try to get some more score updates from around the region. At halftime, Hazel leads 36-0.
Valley.
Caleb Tolan for Bragg Martin on Team F-Line Sports, live on FLineTV.com.
I'd like to remind everyone.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you for a little bit of a halftime update. I don't know how much there is to update here, Brack, other than that the Yellow Jackets lead 36-0 over Lookout Valley. Share some of us, your first half thoughts for Hayesville, Brack, and then we'll get to some of the scores and halftime stats for Hayesville.
I believe Hayesville came to play today. You know, they're playing hard on both sides of the ball. On defense, they're really smothering that Lookout Valley offense, not making them fight for every yard they're getting. On offense, you know, Logan Caldwell's playing lights out. He's got, you know, what, 2 touchdown passes now? We'll get to that. But, you know, he's throwing the ball around well, and when he's needing to, he's handing off, and the running backs are getting yards. So everything's going Hayesville's way so far.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, Brack. Hey, Jake, this is Caleb. We're in the middle of our halftime show. Do you want to tell us anything about the Murphy-Raven game over there?
Till halftime here. Ravens up 37-0. And it's honestly not been all Raven. It's been Murphy not being able to get out of their own way. Famously last year, Coach Gentry said you can't have that many turnovers and win the ball game, and it's definitely not showing that I would have expected. I expected a high-powered Raven offense, but really it's just been Murphy not being able to get out of their way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce.
Well, I appreciate you joining us here for a second, Jake. And I look forward. We're going to be doing a post-game show, and I think you're going to get us some Andrews coverage as well, and try to get some interviews over there, because it looks like right now, not only is Andrews challenging Mitchell, they're up 20-7 at the half, and looking like they might pull off a major upset.
Emma Grandstaff.
Or Swain over Franklin, but I think it's 21-0 over
Abby Joyce.
So I guess
Lindsay Evans.
Really came to play, and we said it was a proving game for them, and they've definitely proved it thus far. We'll see if they're good.
Alina Chastain.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jake. We'll catch up during the post-game show, folks. That was our sports director, Jake West. He's all over coverage at multiple games for us. Sounds like, Brack, that Murphy game is kind of where a lot of people may have expected it to be. And, you know, maybe Murphy's having some errors of their own, but Raven's probably a top 100 team in the country. And they've got a 5-star quarterback. I think a lot of people probably anticipated the score to be something close to this. Maybe not quite this bad, but great update there from our sports director. Now, go ahead, Brack. Finish some of your first half thoughts for us as I interrupted you.
Oh, no, you're good. You know, and to say something about that Murphy-Raven game, you know, I was able to watch some of the interviews they gave to the Murphy players, and I really expected Murphy to come out and fight hard against Raven County. You know, they're at home. They seem pretty confident, and they were excited about playing, but doesn't look like it's going the Bulldogs' way. But the same cannot be said against Hayesville here. Hayesville's been all them all game.
Absolutely. I got some halftime stats for you, Brack. We held Lookout Valley to 10 total yards of offense in the first half. So our defense is doing exactly what we were talking about in the pregame show, and stepping up, proving they could get stops. Obviously, we have the 2 interceptions. Logan Caldwell had the interception return for a touchdown, as well as the first interception. And then how about this for a stat line? Logan Caldwell, 9 for 10. He did throw his first pick of the season, but 9 for 10 is still a great stat line. He's thrown for a staggering 190 yards at the half. And he also has 1 passing touchdown.
Okay, yeah.
And then when you look to our receivers, you got Taylor McClure, 3 receptions, 36 yards. Jake McTaggart, 3 receptions, 50 yards. Hey, Asher Brown's got 2 receptions, 61 yards, 1 touchdown. And then that Kyle Lunsford reception that we saw at the end of the first half that went for 43 yards. That's his only reception. In the run game, though, Brack, I really expect us to try to force the run at the second half, being up 36-0, because at the half, unfortunately, we only have 8 yards total rushing. And there's a little more than that because we did have a sack, I believe. But other than that, we really need to find a way to get our run game going.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. They're going to look to establish that run game early in the third quarter here. You know, Hayesville's always historically been a pretty run-heavy team, so may not be what fans are most, used to seeing, but it's went Hayesville's way. But I definitely think they're going to try to run the ball, run the clock a little bit this second half, and I think we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely, Brack. I think we need to get our run game going because there's going to be teams that have more stout defensive backfields and good pass rushes where we're going to need to have enough of a run game to keep them honest. So look for Hayesville to get going on that in the second half. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and we'll be getting ready to get started for the second half here in Hayesville. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin on FYNTV.com. This is a Team F Lion Sports production. Team F Lion Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. We'll be right back with you. So I just
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Folks, I do want to address, we have had some technical difficulties. We've had a few weeks off, and we've been trying to adjust some equipment. We attempted to go live to our YouTube page with 2 games at the same time. We were supposed to be able to with our upgraded YouTube account, but we had some errors with it, so now we have all our games should be working and titled correctly now. But I do want to update you and let you know every single Friday night that we do football games, and then when we get into basketball season, baseball season, if you're ever having issues with our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever we decide to stream it, we're always live on FYNTV.com. That is where you will find your highest quality broadcast. FYNTV.com is free. If you search it on your phone, tablet, any other smart device, smart TV, you can search it on the
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP, Team F. You got me on camera. Look at my hair, man.
That's why I wore a hat.
What the? Sorry for that at home, folks, but hey, you know, that's one thing I don't know anything about.
What?
About hair day. All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP, and I'm here with Caleb English, and we are Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting these young athletes in a positive way. Caleb, I tell you what, this night, Football Friday night, this is a 10.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have no rain, we have no wind. It's crisp. It's football weather. These guys are comfortable on the field, and I'm just really enjoying this. This here in Andrews, North Carolina. We've got the Mitchell County Mountaineers, and I tell you what, they had to make some adjustments. We got to see what they do.
I would fully expect them to kind of stick with what was working for them, kind of like you said towards the end, the deep middle of the field passing game, because if they can start connecting on that, they can get some big plays. Andrews, we'll see what they do. I mean, they may go with a if it's not broke, don't fix it philosophy, where they just, stick with the run, because it's been working all night. They're getting like 5-6 yards a carry, if not more.
Well, I think Andrews has to come out and say, these guys over here, they don't go away. You're not going to come back in the second half.
Right.
And they fold. It's like a lawn chair. They don't do that. And I don't expect that out of Mitchell. These guys got heart, and just when you think you got a score of 20-7, they make a play, and we'll see what happens here. See if they're able to make the adjustments, and see if their defense can get some rest, because Andrews, they've been tough on their defense tonight as far as pushing them down the field.
They're flying to the ball,
but Lunsford's a hot, big body to bring down.
Yeah, Lunsford's one of those kids, even if it's not there, he's got the muscle and somewhat of a fullback running style capability that he can move that line of scrimmage even if there's not a big hole there for him to run through. 2nd and 11. Caldwell takes a snap. Another handoff to McClure, who cuts back the opposite way. He's got a little room to run. He's out to the 30, 20, tackled out of bounds. That's a big 20 to 25-yard gain there.
He must have heard you talking before this second half started.
I hope so, because he's running the ball a little bit harder, and he's finding some good holes there from the Hayes offensive line.
Showed real good vision and cut that back.
Hayesville spread offense. Every single player looks to the sideline to get the play every time. There's not much huddle up in their style anymore. Caldwell takes a snap. It's going to be a quick pass. That's to Brian Davenport, number 25. Oh, he cuts back. Big block by Jake McTaggart. And Davenport reaches out. Does he get it? No, they're going to say he's down at about the 1 yard line.
Oh, and there's a touchdown.
No, they're going to rule it touchdown.
He stretched for that. Came up big, Brian Davenport.
Yeah, and I love that right there, Brad, because the two referees got together. They spoke. When did you have his knee hit? Was he across the line? You can hear the fireworks going off in the background here. And that's a big screen pass touchdown to Brian Davenport. I believe that's his first score of the year.
Yeah, he made a good move to break that outside and gave it all his effort to get in, but he made sure he got the points on the board.
Absolutely. Isaac Chandler back to kick. Good hold, good snap. Kick is up, kick is good. That's going to make your score 43-0 Hayesville. And as we wait for the kickoff, we're going to take a quick break. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin, live on FYNTV.com.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tom and Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Hayesville leads 43-0. Isaac Chandler back deep to kick. He boots it. It's a high kick. Bobbled there by Marsh. But he makes a man miss, makes another man miss. He's just got 1 or 2 to beat, and he is literally pushed down by the last possible guy, Kyle Lunsford. If he busted that, they may have seen Lookout Valley get on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, that was a good return. He only had 1 man to beat, and unfortunately loses his feeding, and Lunsford's able to shove him to the ground to prevent the even bigger play.
I feel like that happens a lot. You know, the returner bobbles it, and you think, oh, there's a chance to get the ball, and then it's like, oh, they bust off a 40-yard return.
Yeah, I wonder if it puts them, the kickoff team's head. They're thinking, oh, they don't know what to do with the ball, and all he's thinking is
and
run.
I think you maybe start to get out of your lane because you want to go recover a fumble, and then if they pick it up, it makes it hard to stay a sound assignment. I tell you what, they went read option right there, and Jake McTaggart said, I'll take the running back and the quarterback, made the read hard, and tackles him for a loss.
Yeah, not a lot of people can do that, but with the wingspan he's got, it's pretty easy.
Absolutely. $7:20 left to play here in the third quarter. We're also live on FYNTV.com. You just go to the selector and you can choose to pick up the Andrews Mitchell game. There's a barn burner over there. Andrews trying to pull off an upset, Brack.
Yeah, they're looking good. Andrews is tough to beat at their own home field.
Good play there by Hayesville. Dawson Devane comes up with the ball, but the ball was blown, or the play was blown dead, excuse me, first. Gang tackling by the Yellow Jackets. After a couple of rough games defensively for Hayesville, their defense has come to play tonight. Because I tell you what, Lookout Valley's offensive line is not small. They've been able to get a little bit of push, but there's been really good tackling by Hayesville as we see a flag late. That's typically someone said something.
Yeah,
it's hard to hear it up in the booth.
He's looking at Lookout Valley pretty hard on that, and they're backing up.
Yeah, it's a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike on Lookout Valley. So that's going to make, a tough 3rd and 8, a tough 3rd and 23.
Yeah, it's understandable to be frustrated when you're down by 43 points, but you got to be able to contain your emotions and look on building for next week, really.
Well, I think part of what you got to see from Lookout Valley is they run 1st and 2nd down, and if they don't get positive yardage, they pass. I honestly think you could catch someone off guard right now if you went pass on 1st down, something quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Third and forever. Quarterback just decides to run with it. I tell you what, their quarterbacks, running backs, fullback, when they start running, they're ready to lower the shoulder. They run hard. They just haven't had much to go. And another flag. Might see Lookout Valley start to get frustrated with their position here. And if you're the Hayesville Yellow Jackets, you just need to keep your composure.
Yeah, neither team can really afford to lose any players. And at this point, you want to just keep everybody healthy and try to make it to the next game.
Oh, and especially if you're Hayesville, you're the one that's winning. You're winning big. You don't want something that's going to hurt you next week when this week's already been decided. We wait as the referees try to sort out exactly what's going on.
Looks like Lookout. Was that 4th down?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down because that was a 3rd down stop. So whether the penalty was on the play, whether it's a personal foul, you're going to decline it, or if it's dead ball, you accept it. But either way, it's going to be 4th down.
Gotcha.
Caldwell and Taylor McClure will be back deep to receive the punt. Lookout Valley's gone for it on 4th down a lot tonight. But even when you're down this much, you can't go for it on 4th down when it's 4th and 20.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah. So far, but looks like they're gonna move on back.
Yeah, Hayesville declines the penalty to keep it. 4th down.
They're signaling.
I'm confused.
I believe they're signaling Hayesville ball, aren't they?
I thought that play was 3rd down, but was it 4th down?
It's
hard for me to remember because not even the referees can remember.
No, they're pointing both ways. There's been not a lot of signals.
It's your best shots against them. I think this is the first punt from Andrews. Uh-oh. Well, that did not go Andrews' way.
And I tell you what, Mitchell gets a big break right there. 6:27 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
Here at Team FYN Sports, the majority of the football we get to cover is rural high school football, and we enjoy it because we see all these teams as they grow, and they have to pull for their entire county, and it's really enjoyable to watch these young men. And I tell you what, these coaches have their work really cut out for them because they're not sitting on 3 deep receivers.
Like Mitchell going back to the 3 receiver set. They going to be a sneak with Turbyhill. Turbyfield, sorry.
Number 72, Taylor Waldrop. Tonight's winning 50-50.
All right, 2nd and 10. The ball's on the 15-yard line, and the Mountaineers are knocking on the door. And I tell you what, it doesn't seem like it, but if they find that end zone, they're in this game.
Yeah, they are for sure.
And
They'd much prefer it to be a 6-point game. They don't want to settle for a field goal here. Although we have seen the only kick made from Mitchell.
Yes, you don't take your eye off these guys. They're playmakers. Look at that. Off the right side there. I like that, Caleb.
That was good run blocking by the offensive line there. But that was 22. Carter Hoyle.
Brought down by a host of Wildcats.
Hoyle trying to get his second touchdown on the season.
Third down.
3rd and 3. Ball is on the 8-yard line. I tell you what.
You almost think that they might be in 4-down territory. I don't think they want to settle for 3. It's going to be Turbyfield up the middle. We know he can run. And he might have got blocked into the end zone.
And he does. We get the signal. And just like that, in the third quarter, 5:06 to play, Mitchell changes the lights on the scoreboard.
Right back in it. Looks like they are going to settle for 1. We may have an injured Mountaineer, number 44. Hopefully he's okay.
And I tell you what, they were clean and right through the center of the upright last time, so I don't blame them. Get the safe point, put it on the board.
Yeah. Even if, I don't want to jinx them, but even if they don't make it, they're still right back in this.
You know what? 3 times 7 is what?
21.
What does Andrews have?
20.
That point bugs the daylights. That's when you get the Pepto out. Take a drink because you got that one hanging right there.
He makes it.
See, there you go. Yep. I'm telling you right now.
Ben Messenger's extra point is good.
You can't.
5:06 left in the third quarter. Andrews 20.
Not that we didn't before, but we definitely have a game now.
Absolutely. We're looking at a touchdown, difference here. Folks, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Did we just hear an update of 48-0 Rabun County over there in Georgia against Murphy?
It was 48 or 38. I'm trying to get the scores now. It is 38 Rabun County 38, Murphy nothing. Robbinsville and Smoky Mountain looks like it was postponed. Franklin is up over Swain 21-7.
Franklin 21, Swain 7.
All right, folks, we have looks like we have the Wildcats 1st and 10 on their own 33, 5:02 to play here in the third quarter, 2014. Mitchell is right here in this football game.
The pitch to Weaver for no gain.
And I tell you what, we
have flags
whoa, people, guys pushing and shoving. Don't make those mistakes, guys. Don't get all chippy. Don't do.
Looks like we've got 50 seconds left in the third quarter.
2nd and 9. Once again, wrapped up in the backfield. Hayesville defense playing stout. Tell you what, we only have 7 or 18 guys dressed tonight, but still pretty good defensive energy.
Yeah, they're flying around making plays. They're not looking gasped.
And that's going to be something important for Hayesville. You know, you're going to get in some big games later in the year, and you're trying to compete for conference, and you're going to have your 18, 19 guys be able to go 4 quarters. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter, Brack, with the running clock we have here. Hayesville leads 50-0. You're watching live on FYNTV.com. This is a Team FYN Sports production. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you. Start of the fourth quarter here in Hayesville. Hayesville leads 50-0. Third down, Lookout Valley, back to pass. Looking deep. Isaac Chandler, oh my goodness. He had it in his hands and he dropped it. He's had a couple of good opportunities to intercept the ball tonight, and we've seen him. I believe he's already got 1 interception on the year, Brack. Just could not come up with that one. I believe the wide receiver ended up playing DB there.
Yeah, it looked like number 32, Tally, was able to break that play up because if he didn't, I'm pretty sure he comes down with that ball.
Yeah. And, folks, this will be a quick end in this fourth quarter. We do have a running clock going. Hayesville leads 50-0. So we got about 11 minutes of gameplay left. 4th and 10, and Lookout Valley is back to punt. Punt is a little short. Hayesville's just going to play it smart and not try to return it. It's a little bit of a roll. Going to be down about Hayesville's 38. I'll be interested to hear Logan Caldwell's helmet is still off. So we're going to see someone play backup quarterback. I think in preseason talks with Chad McClure, said that something Jake McTaggart could do a little bit of. So I'll be interested to see who we have out here.
Jake's still on the sideline too, Caleb, so I don't believe it's going to be him. Looks like it may be Lunsford. No, it looks like it's going to be Taylor McClure in the backfield playing quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. Seth Leak in the backfield with him.
Taylor takes a snap, hands off to Seth Leak, who's hit deep in the backfield. You know, it's hard when you get in this position, Brack, because you're up 50-0. You're trying to not run it up, and people know exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing differently they could have done there is maybe Taylor McClure pull that, but
he's had quite a few touches tonight. You're trying to get Seth Leak some opportunity.
Yeah, there was just absolutely nowhere to go there.
Nine minutes left to play. 2nd and 12 for Hayesville. And they ruled that miss correctly, Brack. They're saying Lookout Valley ball, but that was a forward pass by Taylor McClure. That's a pop pass.
Yeah.
So they might be saying it's a fumble, and they're giving the ball to Lookout Valley, but that's incorrect.
Yeah, looks like the refs may have gave that one to him.
Yeah, they're talking about it. They'll get it figured out. We hope. Maybe we'll give them another 5, 10, 15-minute conference. And the referee is just saying he doesn't care.
No,
which is hard. It's hard when it's 50-0.
Run the clock. Is what he's saying.
Lookout Valley back to pass. Going to throw it back the other way. Winchester's got it, and he's making one man miss, another, and he's taking some guys with him.
My goodness.
He's a load to bring down, Brack.
I think he had 2 people on him and just fell 10 yards.
Literally putting the other team on his back.
Absolutely. They're not down 50-0 because of the lack of effort out of number 34.
No, and I think this Lookout Valley's team's better than 50-0. I think Hayesville's the better team. But, they got down early. They had the pick 6. They made a quarterback change, started to play a little better. And obviously any year where you get to your 4th or 5th string quarterback, it's just going to be tough to operate.
Absolutely. Again, I'm impressed that they're able to put together a team and be here.
And they're saying incomplete pass. 7 minutes left to play here in the 4th quarter in Hayesville. Team FYN Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Got 2 games going tonight. If you just flip open your other tab, you can put on the Andrews-Mitchell game. Mitchell's made it a little bit closer. I believe they're in the 3rd quarter over there, and it's 20-14. Andrews is still leading, but just a 1-score game. So we got a barn burner over on the far end of Cherokee County in Andrews, Brack.
Yeah, it's shaping up to look like a really good game.
Good ball there by Quails, and he throws it to the guy that started at quarterback for Lookout Valley, Jackson Marsh, now playing some wide receiver and makes a good catch. But we do have a flag. No, excuse me, no we do not. I apologize. Quails on the keeper. He's out. He's close. He's trying to get to the end zone all the way down about the 3-yard line. Lookout Valley really trying to break their dead score and at least put some points on the board before they head back home to the other side of Chattanooga.
Yeah, it's going to be a long bus ride back home.
Andrews just got a pick 6 and are going to be up 2 scores on Mitchell now. I would encourage you folks, jump over and watch the end of that game after you've tuned into ours here, or heck, I mean, it's 50-0 here. You're not going to hurt my feelings too much if you jump over there now and watch a really good football game. Hayesville with a good goal line stand, holding them up at the half-yard line. And I'll say this, Hayesville's got all their backups in, as many as they can. Lookout Valley is still going with their starters. And they have a few more players than us. Usually when you get down 50-0, you try to get some more playing time to everyone. But no, they're sticking with their starters because I guess they really want to get some type of points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they've been able to move the ball downfield a little bit on this drive. And, throwing the ball around, they've had some success even doing that. But, hey, you got to give it to that Hayesville defensive line. They're giving it their all to keep them out of the end zone, but
can only hold them for so long, and Lookout Valley is going to get them for their first score of the night. .340 left to play here in Hayesville. Score over in Murphy. Ravens up 38-0 on the Bulldogs. Don't hear that often, Brack. I don't care who they're playing over in Murphy. You don't see the Bulldogs down that many and have no points on the board very often.
No, especially not in Murphy. That's a tough.
As a two-point conversion's no good for Lookout.
I think Isaac Chandler got a hand on that ball, or otherwise that might have been a complete pass.
I do think you got to say one thing for Lookout. They have figured out that probably Quails is their best option at quarterback.
Yeah, I think they have more confidence in him throwing the ball around than they do Marsh, but...
And you got to feel for him. I mean, 2 or 3 quarterbacks down, that's a tough spot to be.
Yeah, you know, these kids, I would assume that most of them haven't taken many reps, especially over the summer. You know, they're probably learning.
Yeah, Quails and Marsh were taking their reps at running back and wide receiver, linebacker and DB over the summer, not at quarterback, and then you get into the season and you get in a tough spot.
Yeah, you go to a quarterback position where you have a little bit more responsibility and things you got to become aware of, and sometimes that can be a tough transition, especially when you've got defensive linemen breathing down your necks.
You can see Lookout Valley was trying to kick it the wrong way, but referees are going to get it sorted out. And I believe
looks like he's one of Turbofield's favorite targets. Got twins to the left, 3 wide. Turberfield looks to pass, going back to Holyfield, but he dropped it. Tough to make that catch.
Yeah, you got to make the catch first.
Yeah.
He turned
too soon, yeah.
Yes.
I think that was Martin that was waiting there to remind him that he turned too soon.
Got to make that catch, I tell you what. So 1:11 here, 2nd and 10 on the 40, and that pass was right there.
Yeah, Holyfield just saw green too soon. You got to secure the catch first. Going back to the same formation. That's 11 for Mitchell.
Not really much on that pass there.
No. But it kind of brings it up to a third
and 10.
Oh, it was no gain.
No gain on that.
Wow. Hard to tell from here. That was Caden.
No, wait a minute. There is a gain.
Okay.
3 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he moved it up a little bit. Cole Anderson on the stop there.
3rd and 7 on the 36-yard line.
I'll tell you, Cole Anderson, that's a kid that's going to sleep well tonight. He has been all over the place. Mitchell stays in a spread formation, 2 to the right. Holyfield, the offline. Back to Holyfield. And Andrews not letting him have anything. Might have got 2 or 3 there.
And that may be the final play here. See if the clock runs out. That may be the final play here, the 3rd quarter.
Looks like a 4th and a long 1. I expect Mitchell to probably go for it when we come back.
And, folks, we have a 26-14 game with the Wildcats leading. We are getting ready to go into the 4th quarter, and we will return right after these brief messages. All right, folks, we are back with the fourth quarter of play, 11:52.
Official timeout for measurement.
Go ahead and take a measurement here.
Yeah, got to see where they spotted the ball because when they were down here, it looked like it was a pretty long one. They're just trying to make sure that they didn't misjudge that, I guess.
And they come up short. So the very first play of the fourth quarter, the Mountaineers turn it over on downs.
Wow.
And Andrews will start to see if they can grind this out. Caleb, 11:52 to play here in the fourth quarter, 26-14, Andrews up.
Yeah, I thought they were remeasuring. I didn't see the play because I was checking the other scores. But it's a good stop by Andrews.
Well, it definitely looks like to me right here, we will see. But it looks like Andrews might see, the coach might see if he can control some clock here. He needs
Yep.
Number 5, Austin Martin.
Got about 3 or 4 there.
Pick up the 4. Second down, 6. Brought down to number 32.
Yeah, Andrews is definitely in the driver's seat now. They want to try to bleed that clock as much as they possibly can.
Folks, don't forget, right after this game, right after we are done here, go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page for the post-game show.
Going to hand off to Weaver. Plenty for the first down.
And Andrews is moving the ball for a first down. Obviously, they're going to keep it on the ground. They want to see that clock running. They're up to their own 45-yard line. Another first down there. Yes, Team FYN Sports Facebook page. The director of Team FYN Sports, Jake West, is on the sideline here in Andrews. Caleb Tallman will be on the sideline over in Hayesville. And Brandon, you know Brandon's last name?
Sure don't.
Brandon will be on the sideline of Murphy. I got to shape up here. I got to.
Going to hand off to Martin. Lots of daylight. Excellent stiff arm.
All right, he's going to go out of bounds. We don't really need that right now, the Andrews coaches are saying. But you know what? We're going to take the first down.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to keep the clock running, but, you know, small potatoes.
Well, you know, there's a lot of time things happen in football games. Just in about 10 seconds, he turns around.
Yeah.
But Andrews I think if they get in the end zone, they're pretty much closing the door on this one for tonight. That would be 3 touchdowns that Mitchell would have to overcome. So it's not my place to ever call it over. I don't want to get in trouble with the fans now.
Oh, Weaver's got plenty of room. Sticking to that outside run.
Well, and also they're giving the chain guys a little bit of exercise there.
Yeah.
Because they get set and they're moving the chain, so those guys are getting a workout.
2 huge runs by Andrews there. At this point, it seems like they're, you know, more concerned with putting 6 on the board than they are running clock.
Well, that's 1st and 10 on the 29.
You mean an official timeout?
And we have an official timeout, looks like.
Official timeout.
Looks like they're sending both teams to the sideline for a second. Oh, we have a player for Andrews cramping up a little bit down there.
All right, folks, you're watching FYNTV.com. We are Team FYN Sports. Team FYN Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. And we're getting ready for a great post-game show here. This is the first one this year that we have tried out on Facebook. They're going to be live from 3 locations, Murphy, Hayesville, and here in Andrews. So we're excited about that. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page at the end of the game. Get in, and you'll be able to make comments as they're live. You'll be able to comment on the games. It's going to be interactive, so Look forward to that.
Can't tell if that was the player that they were stretching out right after halftime. Early games in the season, you're not used to this much activity. Cramps, they just happen. It's going to be a read option to Martin. Minimum gain, if any, there.
Pick up of 1, second down 9.
And that'll put the ball on the, is that the 29 or 28? Is that 29-yard line?
28. 28,
yeah. 28-yard line.
Second and long for Andrews, but hasn't really been that much of a problem tonight. They've had a couple of those, but I tell you, that running game, wow. It just doesn't even matter. Mitchell's defense, unfortunately, showing some signs of wear and tear at this point. Going to be kept by Bateman. He's got it to the left. Good open field tackle by number 21, Dalton Hollifield.
21 plays both sides of the ball. He is, I tell you what, I really enjoy watching him play.
He's a heck of an athlete, that's for sure.
We're under 10 minutes here, folks, in this game with the Wildcats up 26-14 over the Mountaineers. 3rd and 5 on the 24-yard line. Andrews trying to close the door here.
We run to the left with Martin, and he may have it. I think he does.
And that's enough for a Wildcat first down.
Yep. Seems like even when Mitchell does stack the box, they only have moderate success stopping this running attack from Andrews.
Well, Andrews, there's power. I mean, these guys, we started the game talking about that early on. They're playing power football. And
Andrews is doing a good job of mixing up, the power run with Martin and then the speed run with Weaver. And which, not to take anything away from Weaver, he's had some good, strong runs himself. We have this one might be on its way back. Holding on Andrews. Couldn't tell the number he held up. I think that was maybe 15. Couldn't tell. So that'll back him up 10. That makes the first down that Martin got even more crucial. Now it's a 1st and long instead of a 3rd and long. So Andrews has 1st and 20 from the 28. 8:40 to go. Still in the driver's seat. Twins to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Martin. He takes the right lane. And he got pretty much all of it back by himself.
Looks like about 12-yard gain, or maybe, let's see where he...
Maybe more.
Maybe more?
Maybe 15-ish. 13-yard line.
He's on the 14-yard line. He's
right,
2nd and 7, 13.
You're right.
13-yard gain.
So it's back to 2nd and manageable for Andrews now.
8:27 to play in this game, folks.
Do we have Laundry again? Yep.
Ashton Martin on the carry.
Holding on the offense.
The
I think he said number 15. Man, they're going to pull him over and let him know not to do that.
I tell you what, the Wildcats are definitely doing a lot of extra unnecessary work to close this thing out right here.
Yep.
They're right there. It was 2nd and 7. Now they're back, and they're on the 24-yard line, 2nd and 17. And, they get in the end zone, they can almost shut the door on this thing.
Yep. And the other bad side of that, too, is that the penalty stopped the clock.
Exactly. And although they did move the ball, they went out of bounds like 2 or 3 times, so that stopped the clock.
We hand off to the right to Martin. Got some blockers out front. Hits the truck stick again on number 4.
Martin ball down to number 4, Chase Upton.
Yeah, he's put some work in tonight, for sure.
Pickup of 8. 3rd down 9.
So I don't think I would throw it here with Andrews still. I mean, they're up practically 2-ish scores. Clock's on their side. I think I would just stick to the game plan. Twins to the left. Uh-oh, bad snap. Bateman lands on it. So now what do you do?
Well, I'll tell you this. You get later in the season and you hit some different teams, this kind of closeout in the fourth quarter will eat you up. This cannot be your fourth quarter play right here. It can't be.
And, in a situation like this, like what if it was within a 1-score game? You'd have to be able to kick.
We watched down here within a minute Andrews get an interception and change that scoreboard. So although they're down 2, they need 2 touchdowns, the Mountaineers. It's 4th and 9.
Mountaineers rightfully expecting pass here. And it's picked off in the end zone by number 21. And he's going to run it back out of bounds about the...
What do you think that flag is back there in the end zone?
I think that was the white change of possession flag.
Is that what it is?
I think so,
I'm fogging up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
because I saw him throw it too, and I was like, that's just a change of possession.
Folks, I have glasses. I'm steaming up a little bit here, all right? So, well, what did I just say? Boom. Yep. You got to close the door.
Mm-hmm.
This team right here, Andrews has played exceptionally well for 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, 6:37, and they didn't close the door.
Yep.
And they're right down in the end zone. They were on a 15-yard line for how long?
Forever. And that was just a bad sequence of events for Andrews. Martin, unfortunately, missed a blitz, so Bateman had to get rid of it sooner than he wanted to. And 21 was just waiting there with arms wide open to take it. And 44 is going to have a catch at the 50 and go.
Okay.
And Weaver makes the stop, but I think he may have injured himself on the play.
What did I tell you?
Yeah.
They don't go away.
Nope, they don't go away.
They don't look at the clock and say we're out of this.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I love watching these guys up here at Mitchell play. They do not go away. They're not finished.
I sure hope Bateman and Weaver are okay. That's 2 consecutive plays where Andrews has lost 2 of their main playmakers to injuries. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
And right there, that is exactly what we talked about in the first half. 3 of Mitchell's plays were just like 1 step off,
Mitchell
remember?
Looks to pass again. Pass broken up by number 4 for Andrews.
We talked about 3 of their plays in the first half just being a step off and missing, and that one right there is what Mitchell needed early on in a couple plays in that first half.
And see, this is the aspect of Mitchell's game that's worked for them, but Andrews hasn't really used it a whole lot, the passing game. Now, again, Andrews hasn't had to, not like Mitchell has. Mitchell's been down. But when Mitchell has had to, just like we saw, they have made some big plays.
All right, we look like we have a timeout. Timeout, Wildcats. We're not going anywhere. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Mitchell driving into the Wildcat territory here. And coaches, I don't know what coach is in there right now saying, but I don't blame him for calling this timeout right now.
No, you have to here. You have to break up whatever momentum that Mitchell's trying to gain.
Because I tell you what, they got a couple guys over here on the Mountaineer sideline that can get in behind the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy can throw the ball up and hit a target. So Andrews they have to close out right here.
And what it also does is it buys time for Bateman and Weaver to take a breather, get some water, get some tape, make sure that, nothing's seriously hurt, and hopefully get ready to close this one out and get ready for next week.
Well, folks, Team FYN Sports here. We have an exciting one here for you tonight out in Andrews, North Carolina, as the Mitchell Mountaineers are driving, okay, with 6:13 left on the clock, down 26-14 to the Andrews Wildcats.
Look like they're in splits with a wing. Looking to pass. Great effort by 21, just a little bit out of his reach.
Yeah, but the quarterback forced that a little bit.
He did. Turbeville threw it a little bit sooner than he wanted to.
Well, he was being chased, so he might have heard some footsteps, but he pushed that a little bit. Brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on the 32, 6:09 to play here.
Looks like Bateman is going to try to tough it out. He got some tape on the sideline. Weaver is still meeting with the trainer. I think what Weaver may have done is that he may have pulled his arm a little bit too hard making that tackle on that big play. He's looking at his shoulders right now. Tuberfield pitches to number 22. Andrews is there to make the stop.
Yeah,
Carter Hoyle.
They shadowed out. They followed that all the way out.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's what you have to do with a dual threat quarterback, because you don't know what he's going to do. You have to have a spy on him.
20, Andy Tatum.
He's going to throw the ball, take off running, or pitch it, and you gotta be looking at every direction. Folks, we have Team FYN Sports, the director of Team FYN Sports, Jake West, is on the sideline. They're getting ready for the post-game show on Team FYN Sports, and that's going to be over at the Facebook page, Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Don't miss the live post-game show after tonight.
We got a crucial 4th and long here. This might be the game right here, because there's only about 5 minutes left. Tuberfield rolls left. He's got options. He tries to hit 21, but it's 11. Tries to hit 11, but it's too high. Andrews takes over on downs.
And I don't think 11 had a chance on that. I think that pass was too high and out of reach for him. So, the quarterback here has had about 2 or 3 opportunities that if he could have pulled his passes in and tightened them up a little bit. But,
it's the pressure from that Andrews defensive line.
Hey, listen, you're hearing footsteps?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got to get rid of it.
You're hearing footsteps, you got to move. So
it was too high. You had too much mustard on it.
Exactly.
Yep. Andrews and Twins right, but I would fully expect a run. They do with Martin up the middle, gets 1, maybe 2.
That pass is not too high because he can't get it to a receiver.
No.
It's because he's hearing noise.
Yeah. Tuberfield definitely has an arm. We've seen it on display a couple of times.
Well, these guys are up against this Wildcat defense, and they are strong. I mean, this defense is very strong, and this offensive line. We have 4:40 to play here in this game, 26-14. 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line for the Wildcats.
Brian, it looks like Martin's going to have to close this one out because they've taken Weaver's pads off and they're checking his shoulder and collarbone area, making sure that he's okay. We certainly hope he is.
Number 5.
If this remains the score, if this is the score tonight, 26-14, we'll see what happens. I've really enjoyed the Andrews Wildcats play tonight, but Coach has to go in there. And maybe he doesn't do it tonight, but they got to start saying, guys, you win in the postseason when you play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
And that down there earlier, you've got to shut the door when you have the chance.
You have to. It's early. There's everybody, even the best teams, in the conference, which Andrews is one of the best teams in the conference right now. They all have rooms for improvement, which, like you said, they need to learn how to close. And, special teams probably needs a little bit of work as well, if that's within their realm of possibility. But if you can run it like they have, you can almost do anything you want to.
Folks, we're going to take a brief timeout here. We'll be right back to wrap this game up. All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP, here with Caleb English.
Andrews has elected to punt on 4th and 5. Good punt by Martin.
And it's going to get a Wildcat roll. Still rolling, and that'll be about at the 21 or 22-yard line.
Austin Martin's kick.
That was an excellent punt.
3:22 to play here in the fourth quarter, folks. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Mitchell. Is that around the 22? Yes, 22-yard line. Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way.
As it does look like that Mr. Weaver's night might possibly be done. He's getting some congratulations from the coach. Excellent effort by him tonight. Got a pass from Mitchell. Completed to
pass complete.
Number 7.
Brought down by
Ethan Willis.
15, Zach Queen. Number 5, Austin Martin.
Ethan Willis, one of their big play guys that they look to. So far, he's got 4 receptions. Coming into the game, rather, he had 4 receptions for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns before meeting Andrews tonight. Another pass. Oh! Excellent catch.
This pass complete to number 26.
Moves it up to like the 35.
Yeah.
Just a little bit over there.
Austin Martin.
35-yard lines where they'll
like number 10.
Place the ball. 2:41 to play here. Clock rolling.
Sorry, number 18, Caden Edwards tried to pick that one off and just misjudged it by a hair. Have a screen pass to 22.
Cover this pass complete.
Be good for a gain of about.
And he doesn't get out of bounds, so clock is running.
If they want to have any chance, they're going to have to score quick here, and I don't know if they've got it in them with this Andrews defense. We got Twins to the left. Tursonville rolls left. Pass complete to 11, shakes a couple of defenders, and he's met at the 45 of Mitchell by number.
Mitchell can't stop the clock. They can't stop the clock.
That was for Gage Runge on the tackle.
And a clock will stop long enough to reset the ball on the first down, and it's back running again.
Receiver set. Turbofield's looking deep for number 7. It's too high. Picked off. Number 18 for Andrews. Caden Edwards. And I think he just sealed the game.
And that is A11. Bingo! And there he is. Andrews Wildcats celebrating with that turnover. And that sealed the game, 26-14 with 1:35. Andrews now just run out the clock. And we want to say to all of you Mountaineer fans, we just enjoy so much being able to bring some of your games every season. We enjoy all the nice notes you send us. We appreciate you very much. And we love your team and love these great athletes. Andrews here to close this out with a couple snaps.
A good season outlook for both teams.
Number 5, Austin Martin.
Hey, you know what? I just got to say this. They're playing tonight.
Yeah.
It seems like every Friday we don't know what team might not be playing for what reason.
Yeah, we did see some canceled games on the schedule.
Yes, and it's every week, and and these young guys, and for me, I don't want to go down that road right now, but for these seniors, you know, all I'm going to say is let them play football, please. These seniors, I mean, juniors and sophomores, but you know, it's your senior year. You think about that. Let these guys play football.
I think Bateman's
all right, we're under a minute. We're under a minute, Caleb. And that may be the snap. We have a flag. So
might be a false start on Andrews.
So what may have been the last snap of the game is not going to be. And I tell you what, these Andrews fans, they're on their feet. They're excited. They love their team. And it's like we talked, packed house here tonight. Perfect weather for these fans here in Andrews, North Carolina. And we're going to give a shout out to the Mitchell Mountaineer fans that drove down tonight. They put a lot of fans over there on the visitor side.
Yeah, they did. You know, I live in the area. I played for Murphy when I was in high school, and you know, I know Andrews pretty well. This is one of the better offenses and defenses that they've had in a long time.
This, you know, I used to come out here to Andrews several years ago, and I would always say, you know, they're just one or two players away.
Yeah.
You know, this team's always just one or two players away, and that's not the case right now. They did it last year and this year. They're doing a great job, this team. Head coach James Phillips, you know, these guys are putting the work in, and they really are. Great staff over here in Andrews. Coachable kids.
They have a lot to be proud of.
Coachable kids, good coaches.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens, this program right now. And that'll be it. They'll take a knee. And we wrap up here tonight in Andrews, North Carolina with the Wildcats 26 and the Mountaineers 14. Folks, all you guys over there, safe trip home. You'll get safe travels back up to Mitchell County. Thank you for joining us here tonight on FYNTV.com, Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. I'm going to take a brief break in about 2 minutes. We're going to come back, and Caleb and I are going to talk just a couple minutes before we close out.
Wildcats 26.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey, girl. Back so soon? Yeah. Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, folks, we are back. I'm your host, BKP, And I'm here with Caleb English. We are Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting these young athletes in a positive way. You've been watching FYNTV.com. Caleb, I want to tell you I really enjoyed working the game with you tonight.
Thanks.
This was a fun game to watch.
It was. I enjoyed working it with you, too. I liked that it wasn't a blowout because, those can get kind of boring. This was a very fun game. Wasn't really sure what was going to happen with each possession, but in the end, Andrews' defense proved to be too much for Mitchell's offense.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, both of these teams, even though Andrews is on top on the scoreboard, they got to go in here and tighten a couple things up.
Yeah.
The kicking game, you got to remember, was it 2 or 3 extra point attempts or going for 2 that they missed? 3, right? They didn't get 3 of them in tonight, I think. Yeah. Kicking game, penalties, that hurt them down here. So they've got their work and saying, hey, coach got to say, hey, look, I know you got the W, but we got to close the door.
Yeah. There's always areas to improve on. With Mitchell, it was the mental side. It was the mental errors, the unsportsmanlikes that kept backing him up and setting Andrews up for an excellent field position. That can hopefully be easily fixed for them because they have a lot to build on.
With Mitchell over there, Caleb, what we were talking about with Andrews, early on you could tell that front line at Andrews, they're in sync already this early in the season.
Yeah.
They know everybody's move, and they're working together. And maybe that's where Mitchell's at. Everything I was watching with Mitchell seemed to be 1 or 2 steps away.
Yeah.
Everything from the defense to the offense, receivers, 1 or 2 steps away. And I see where the coaches could go back and make those adjustments because they have the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you'd made a good point during halftime that Mitchell does excel at making halftime adjustments, and we saw that. They came out slinging, and they scored very quickly. They just they couldn't sustain it.
Folks, we're going to send it over now to our Facebook page. So don't forget, on Thursday nights is the Friday night press box, and that is, you can check out all those highlights and details for the Friday night press box. North Georgia, Western Carolina, and Eastern Tennessee. There's 3 shows there back-to-back on the press box. Go and hit like on Team FYN Sports Facebook page and also Team FYN Sports Twitter. We're getting out of the way. We're through tonight, but we want you to shift over to the Facebook page of Team FYN Sports for Jake West and his crew in their post-game show. Caleb, good night. Michael, good night. Gracie, did anybody understand that? If you understood that, God love you. Good night. We're out of here.